Hey ladies and gentlemen, my name is SoScared and welcome to a small demonstration of the new bot system here for the Red Alert Unplugged mod. Now here with the increased difficulty AIs, the brutal and hard, which kind of just cranks up the production a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like 40% for the brutal and 24 hard, and you know, could make life a little bit more difficult for those who wish that, and those who kind of love to spar against the bot. Now this bot also has some interesting tweaks as well, which we might see here in this game. I'm just gonna do a quick run through, and what you see here is basically what should be available at the release of this video down in the video description. And so let's just get straight to it. Let's just put up a game between allies and Soviets, because you know that's what we want. So let's just do this, and let's go for France and Germany. And let's see, 2 teams like so. Game's so faster because you know we don't want to spend all day watching bots fight. But should be interesting nevertheless. Alright, this looks good. So let's go.
Battle control initialized.
Okay, yeah, this is a pretty big map, and one of the things that's you know, problematic with the bots, with the vanilla, is that you know it kind of just stays in the base. It doesn't really expand. Here, however, they do actually try a few attempts at pulling out an MCV expansion. Sometimes successful, sometimes not. But with the increase of production, you know, and overall efficiency, you know, it's absolutely worth having it do that. And with the later tech, it also gets access to additional refineries and production. So we shall see exactly how the AI deals with that. Do have some additional power plants being built, so the refinery replacements are looking decent for the AI. As you know, AIs tend to kind of just build refineries everywhere, but you do have an extra power plant usually built by the AIs, so that they will have a more decent chance at a early economy that doesn't suck ass. So let's see, yeah, Russia, Ukraine. One difference with Ukraine in this mod is that they do have access to the Mammoth KV-8, which is basically a version of the old 5SS Mammoth flame tank, which is amazing. Russia, of course, has access to its shock troopers, so they will eventually just go into that as they take up, and they will take up quite quickly. Actually, you can see it's already minute 2. Of course, this is faster speed, but they already have a pretty solid base opener here. On the bottom side, do have Germany and France. Now for this mod, I did add a few more units here, stolen from a user named Kiraya. He gave me permission, of course, but those units are the machine gunner, the German machine gunner, and the French grenade launcher. And these are not buildable units from the get-go. This is mainly accessible to the AI, and also accessible to players via some interesting infiltration system, which we'll go into maybe in the later video or something like that. Just gonna talk about these bots. So yeah, both sides we have only the brutal AI in this little demonstration. But the hard AI kind of plays with the same principles, also does expand, only at a slower rate, about 20%. So the aircrafts, you know, is being built. AI aircrafts are pretty brain dead, but they do have some uses here, which we'll see a little bit later. It's a nice little flame regression here from a combined army here both red and orange. Just gonna demolish the infantry presence here from the bottom side. But if the allies can stay in for a while longer, they will have an advantage because the hard and brutal AI does have access to Tanya, and you can imagine the Tanya being quite potent, really. As the AI doesn't really suicide Tanya into the front, as I first thought it might do, but it actually sticks around with the squad, so she does provide a pretty powerful support role. So here you have the mix coming in here, but you know, they're easy pickings for the anti-air guns. Not particularly smart there, you know. But you know, what can you do? They do fight though with other aircrafts, and the MiG here does have anti-air, so it will actually try to snipe down some other air units when it gets the chance. We'll see about that. Nukes are already on the way for all AIs at minutes 4. On normal speed, I think it would be like around minute 7, 6 or 7 for the brutal AI. But you know, if you are a casual player, you probably will not beat this this AI one versus one. Expert players will beat it, but it does certainly have a degree of difficulty to it for those who kind of enjoy just playing against the AI. You kind of have a scale. You also have the easy AI. I'm not sure if I showed you that, but you have easy, normal, hard, and brutal. Then you also have a hard naval AI. For those who would prefer to play some naval maps. Mix are trying to take down the tech center. Oh, it's getting it low. Getting it very low actually, so it could actually snipe it if it got another air unit here in soon. So what about the expansion? I'm still looking towards the first expansion here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, okay. So that's MCV isn't perfectly placed, but Jesus, this is pretty nice. Actually, I would call this a successful AI expansion. So you know, eventually it's going to get broke in the main base, and it will actually move down some extra harvesters down to this area once the top side is depleted. So this is nice. Will not always get so. There's the bottom side expansion, also kind of in the middle of nowhere. But if it does get some refineries out there and some production structures, that would be nice too. The chaos ensues. Now let's have a look at the production tab here. So I'm trying to look for the special units here for Germany and France. They will come in eventually. Right now, this attack here is a little bit dangerous here for the bottom side. Also, the missile silo for the French brutal AI here is dangerously close to the front, which could easily be taken out. Oh! Okay, never mind. It's not. Should not lose that tech center. Tech center is pretty important for the brutal AI for its base development, as it does actually help unlock additional structures as it gets the expansions up and running. Looks like the bottom side is just kind of struggling here. We might actually get a quick end to the game. Yeah, this should not be possible to beat unless they just kind of totally derp it. Alright, we're gonna have a German medium tank. Here's the German special unit. It replaces the regular medium tank and does extra damage to heavy armor. So could be put in some good use here. Wow, look at this expansion though. This expansion by brutal AI also has an additional tech center. This is actually a bug that's currently registered on OpenRA. It does occasionally build multiple structures of which it is not actually allowed, but it does so anyway. That's interesting. It does have the missile silo here. I didn't see it until now. And have some refineries, so the bottom side, if it survives, it should be in pretty good shape. It's getting some pressure on. If the missile silo goes down, that would be pretty bad for the bottom side, though. Looks like it's going to survive, though. Looks like it's okay. Did lose the tech center actually. So brutal AI cannot lose this missile silo, I would say. Another expansion MCV here by Orange. The red player hasn't really, or player I should say, bot, Hasn't really expanded. It looks like it kind of just missed its timing. I think it might have gotten an expansion, maybe, or maybe not. But after it kind of reaches its full structure tech, which includes above the missile silo, its additional refineries and barracks, it kind of just stops building MCVs. Wow! But the brutal AI is going absolutely ham on the expansion. Let's actually have a look at the vision range here for our top side. So they're just going to try to expand everywhere. This is a pretty bold MCV. Looks like it's getting away with the expansion, though. So I guess this is what we want. Sneak expansion. Of course, the AI knows pretty much everywhere. It knows all the positioning of the structures. Doesn't really matter. You can also see the GPS satellites coming up from the top, from the bottom side, but the AI doesn't really care about the GPS satellites, as far as I know. It's not really doesn't really do anything. Oh, there's Tanya. Buildable by wait. Oh, that's a brutal. That's a Ukrainian Tanya. Well, that's the bug. Oh, okay, that's fine actually. I actually fixed that for the release, so don't worry. You're not going to see this in the patch if you already look to download it below. So okay, I guess that's a this is a nice plus here for the Soviet faction for this game at least. This demonstration game with some flawed rules. Although in the original, the Soviets in the skirmish mode, it actually did have access to Tanya, so I guess we can get away with that. Okay, where's Tanya now? So at least we get to see Tanya everywhere. There she is. Pa 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 pa. And yeah, she does fine as long as she's with her squad, you know. Squad dies, so does Tanya. So we're gonna see twice as many Tanyas here in this game as we originally planned to. Hey, sorry there, my phone was ringing. I just had to take it. Wow, I just missed the nuke there because of that silly phone. Ah, it's a pretty effective one as well. It looks like it did lose the power, and it's gonna lose. Looks like it's gonna lose its expansion here by this little task force here by the top side. So that's bad news here for the bottom side. Another nuke goes down. Nuke goes down. Wow, that's not the smartest place for a nuke, but I guess that's fine. Where's the opponent nuke? Wait, what? Oh, it went right there. So okay, so it looks like the top side gets the better trade there. Might have been different if the Tanya was exclusive to the bottom side. I'm not sure. But and we did never see the machine gunners, I think. At least I didn't really spot them. Nor did I see the let's see, the grenade launchers. Nope. Oh god, another nuke there. Wow, at least it got this. The Brutal AI actually somehow got its nukes fired before it got demolished. That is interesting. But yeah, nevertheless, it's gonna be a complete wipe here. So at least in my test runs, you know, the Soviets kind of just rolled over the Allies. But after I actually added the Tanya in the Brutal versus Brutal games, they kind of had a decent shot of coming back. So it kind of puts a nice roll to the AI dynamic as far as AI versus AI goes. So it looks like the orange player here is gonna help out and just clean out everything. But yeah, I don't think I need to showcase anything more. We pretty much see here what you get when you play the AI. So if you want to try this this little skirmish, you know, you can go in and play. And also, if you feel like sharing some feedback on it, you can go on to the Discord channel that's marked on the bottom right side there. Also linked to the video description, and tell me what you think. This is a you know, still a feature under development, so yeah. But for the mod, I just really want to have a bot that kind of bites. So yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, my name is SoScared. I'll see you next video, and this video is going to be, well, at least first of many, not about AIs, but I'm going to go back to casting a little bit. We're going to have some tournament, or like a little bit of bracket tournament playing in not too long of a time. And also I want to get back to casting just a little bit more, and, you know, obviously of this mod, but also of other mods as well. More on that later, so. Alright, that's all there's to it, and I'll see you guys later.